Previously on the MPP.
And then also the dark horse everyone's been talking about, Spencer Rattler, honorable mention here. Everyone's saying that he could be
Totally
better
forgot
than
about
Bo
that guy.
Nix. So, but they've been saying that for I don't know how many years or how good
Yeah.
this guy is, and he's just always like hit or miss. So, um, I think people see him kind of as like he has the arm. He's like a
Yeah.
Jay Cutler. Like he can throw it, but he'll make bad decisions also sometimes.
Ooh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast. And this is episode number 77. 77.
Yeah, 177.
Is it Doncic? Isn't he 77?
He is number 77. Yes.
Nice. I did it. I was thinking 44 at first, but I was like, nah, I don't think that's right. Luka Doncic. A jersey that Noah will never have because he's
Too
mechanic.
good. Yeah, he's not a bust.
Yeah.
Mhm. Shout out to the Dante Exum,
Shout out to Dante Exum. It's a nice jersey right
the
there.
new one. Yep. And the
Um,
actual good Jazz jersey, not the ones they have now.
yeah.
At least not the better ones.
Maybe like a throwback with the
The
mountains.
best ones are definitely the throwback with mountains,
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. I guess it would be who would it be back then? Can't even think of a jazz player that was on that
I'm
team.
sure there are a few because I feel like like if you used to play 2K or you still do play 2K and you're watching this right now. Um, well, when I like would see the historic teams, they never have a good like small forward, you know.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be someone there. I can't think of a name right now, but
Would it be
uh,
John Stockton? Would he be back in that day?
yeah, but it's I mean he's on a bust, so yeah.
Yeah, but I
But yeah, during those jersey times, yeah,
couldn't think of a. It's the only guy I
Karl
could think
Malone's
of.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, two.
Eaton, that 7'6" guy. I
Mark
think it
Eaton.
Mark Eaton. Yeah, I could think of a couple. Couple.
That was a whole starting five right there. Starting three. But yeah, episode number 77. Gonna talk NFL offseason. We got MLB starting a new breakout spring session. I was kind of curious about it. I saw it on Instagram, so Noah's gonna explain that. We got a big fight coming up. Dartmouth is unionizing.
Nice. Big word. Big word.
That's a big word. And
For you, yeah. Big word.
yeah, for me, yeah. We'll talk about NBA seeding predictions. That is on the agenda. Noah, start us off with the NFL. What do we got for?
Yeah. So a lot of big NFL names being cut. Making room, making some cap space, for teams to make some room, and it's that free agent time. I think it's probably going to be in the next 2 days, or not in the next few days. I think it starts on officially on the 13th or something like that, or the 12th, one of the two. So next
Yeah,
week sometime. But just go over a couple big names, everyone knows, and maybe we can see who Patrick thinks they're going to go to. Um, so I'll just do like maybe three from each position. Maybe that's kind of a lot, but we'll see. Big names from each position. Maybe one
yeah,
from a certain ones. But like Kirk Cousins, of course, is probably the biggest name on the QB market. 36 years old now, coming off of an Achilles injury. Um, I feel like he's going to stay in Minnesota, but a lot of people are saying Falcons. I just don't. I just think the Falcons will go with someone younger. I feel like that's the path they want to go for.
yeah.
Um, I still don't know if they're a win now type team, the Falcons, but um,
I think
you know,
the Falcons just need a QB to tie everything together. They have Drake London, they have Bijan, they have Kyle Pitts. Like they have a pretty good offensive weapons. The defense was, I think, top 10 last year. So they really just need a QB. Fields has been in the news that he may get traded to Atlanta. Uh, but Kirk Cousins, man, it's hard because I've heard reports from Minnesota is that if they go out and get like a QB, rookie QB, right? Like you don't know what you're gonna get from them, right? At least you know with Kirk Cousins, you have a chance to make the playoffs. You can at least put up 9 wins. But the division is getting harder with Green Bay and Detroit, so I don't know. Do you start to rebuild or do you just sign them to a 1 year, draft a QB? I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Vikings' time has passed to contend in the North because the other three teams in the North are right there. They're all young teams and they're all, you know,
Yeah.
surging up. Um, and Kirk Cousins, and you don't know how he's going to play after he's already 36 years old. He coming off of the
Uh,
Achilles, so
yeah.
I think it's time for them to probably reset at the quarterback. But for the Falcons, I do like that. Um, him going there because I think he'll be able to. He has a lot of weapons there,
Yeah.
but I think they're looking for a more mobile QB.
I think
Not
so.
necessarily Fields, but like even like a Baker Mayfield who is also a free agent. He can run the ball a little bit more. Um, do little option plays with Bijan. Just kind of open up the field a little more.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baker Mayfield free agent. I think he's just going to go back to Tampa. I think
Yeah.
Tampa gave him his chance, and I think he's someone who kind of like respects that, so he's gonna probably
Yeah.
go back there.
Yeah, I think he'll go back. Mike Evans just signed with the Bucks, re-signed. So, pretty much have all the same pieces as last year and Baker had a good year. You know, don't don't turn the ball over, score some touchdowns. Um, didn't they make the playoffs last year? Or no? Did
Yeah,
they? Okay,
yeah, they
yeah.
did.
They won their division, huh?
They beat the Eagles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, why
Uh,
not go back, right?
yeah, I think you run it back. Mike Evans back there. I think pretty much
Beat the number
they're
two
getting
team.
a lot of their team back. So
Yeah.
see if they can add someone good in the draft and make another run. Russell Wilson, of course. I think he would also be a good fit for Atlanta. He's getting a lot of Steelers talk. Um, Interesting fit for the Steelers there. Um, I feel like honestly, Kirk Cousins might fit better for the Steelers, just how their offense is. But hey,
I
Russell
could
Wilson. It looks
yeah.
like they have mutual interest
I
apparently.
could also see Russell Wilson and Tomlin. I think that's a good pairing. Steelers want to give Kenny Pickett another chance. I don't know why. He's awful. Just awful. Uh so we'll see. But yeah, the Steelers need a QB bad.
Yeah, like the thing with young QBs is you look for flashes. I haven't really seen flashes from Kenny Pickett. That he's gonna be like the guy.
Yeah.
Like it's
He
a
has like
different
one good game, like
like
every
Fields
five
shows
games.
flashes. Yeah, like Fields shows flashes.
Yeah.
Even Trey Lance showed flashes at points that he could be a guy like that. But he also didn't play a lot. He only played a few games. But
Yeah.
you just look for something, and I just haven't seen it from Kenny Pickett. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the two young guys are Baker Mayfield and Gardner Minshew, and Gardner Minshew is probably going to end up be a backup somewhere again.
Yeah.
And then Jacoby Brissett, 31. I mean,
Backup.
backup, but he's a solid QB. He can land somewhere. But I don't think Fields would be traded anywhere until a couple of those guys sign somewhere. But the big spot in free agency this year is the running backs. We got some huge names. We got Saquon Barkley, Derrick
Again.
Henry, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, DeAndre Swift, Austin Eckler, even J.K. Dobbins can be really good, but he's been injured the last few years. So
Yeah.
um, someone will probably get him for cheap, but he has a chance to be a little difference maker if he can stay healthy. But Saquon Barkley, a lot of people saying Eagles. I am saying he will be a Bear.
Don't we also have Derrick Henry? Isn't he one of the other
Yeah,
names?
I did say him
Okay.
right after Saquon.
Okay. Wow.
Well, he was kind of in the middle, so
That's,
your brain usually remembers the first and last name you
also,
hear.
too, I
So
was thinking about what I was gonna say. That's how I was
yeah,
listening.
yeah, yeah. Well, Saquon, I think there is a very good chance he can be an Eagle. It seems like that's probably where he's going to go, according to everybody.
Yeah.
But I would like to see him become a Bear. I feel like that would be great for whichever quarterback's there.
Yeah.
Just a great running game. That even though they already have a great running game, it'd just be even better.
Yeah. I just think nowadays it's running back by committee and Tony Pollard, the Cowboys got rid of Ezekiel and went with Pollard, and Pollard didn't really have that breakout year that they thought he was gonna have, and um, the draft class also too for the running backs is not great this year. So I don't know if you go out and try to get a 1 year deal with one of these veteran running backs, I would say, and I don't know, but I think who was it? Henry was talk with the Texans, I think too, which would be wild. Or
Yeah,
one of
I
these big
think
stars with Texans. I don't know why. I thought
one of them
Dameon
should go
Pierce
there.
and who's the other guy?
A Singletary, he's also a free agent.
Singletary. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was
Um,
okay over there, but yeah, I mean, just to add that a running back like that to that offense.
I just think the Ravens want Henry so bad that like even during the season it was rumored he was going to go there. I
Yeah,
think it's just destined he's going to be a Raven
yeah,
with Lamar Jackson. But I could see honestly, I think that the one I can see the most going to the Texans is probably Saquon, and then maybe Tony Pollard.
yeah,
I just feel like they're the receiving backs, and they're going to be throwing the ball a lot over there, so you can see them kind of um, being good there.
yeah.
But
It's a dying
um,
breed, running backs.
yeah, but
Unfortunately.
we got some great ones here. I mean, that
Yeah,
just
I
listed off
mean,
that seven of them.
how
Like
can you
Austin,
not?
only one Austin Eckler is going to be questionable. But one of these guys are going to go to the Chargers also. Which Derrick Henry could be solid there. I mean, that team's already old, so might as well add another old guy. Um, but yeah, Josh Jacobs is going to be interesting to see where he goes. I think he might just go straight back. He's just going to get a big contract probably, but I would also love to see him a Bear. But
You want everyone on the Bears.
DeAndre Swift, I think, could be a good Cowboy. Um, well, of course, I want to run on the Bears.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but there's a lot out there, so we'll just say those few. Um, Receiver would have been big. T. Higgins or Mike Evans were not re-signed or franchise tagged in T. Higgins' case. Calvin Ridley, the biggest name. Um, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm trying to think of where. I mean, the Patriots really need receiving,
They need
and I feel
everything.
like he could be a good spot for the Patriots, but I just don't know if he'll go.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
He
who wants
probably
to go to the
wants a
Patriots right
Yeah,
now.
he probably wants a win now situation, contender team,
Yeah, I could
as
see him
with
re-signing with
everyone.
the Jaguars maybe again, or yeah, the Jaguars again. But
Hmm.
Marquise
Closer.
Brown. Um, I don't know either. I
I
just
don't
don't know
know.
where these guys are going to go. I think maybe one
These
of these guys
like
could end
these
up.
are like second wide receiver guys, role players. I would say. I don't think
Yeah,
they're.
they're like the two or three.
Yeah,
Ridley would probably be the two somewhere, and then Brown
yeah,
probably two or three somewhere. Gabe Davis,
2 or 3,
he's
three,
just a hit or
three,
miss. Like
four.
so, he'd probably be a three. And then Curtis Samuel, who's probably a three. He's more of a slot guy. So,
Yeah,
um, Tyler Boyd and Michael Thomas also just got cut. So, we'll probably see someone end up on the Saints because Thomas got cut.
yeah.
These guys are
I
probably just
think
going to shuffle teams.
also I think OBJ left the Ravens
Yeah,
too.
OBJ is a free agent. I don't know what his market's going to be like. I mean, Cowboys. I feel like he's always rumored to go to the Cowboys, and he just seems like a cowboy personality.
Have fun losing.
Yeah. There's only like two big tight ends, Hunter Henry and Noah Fant, but
Henry got signed.
yeah, so it doesn't really matter there.
John New Smith got signed. Big news.
Yeah, he
Dolphins.
was the first tight end to be signed, I believe. Tyron Smith, the big tackle from the Cowboys, will be leaving the Cowboys, so it'll be interesting
Yeah,
to see where he goes. Um,
13 years with the Cowboys. Crazy.
yeah, he's gonna get paid big money, so I can see him going somewhere. Someone has a lot of cap space. Um,
Not many teams.
it's very top heavy. It's like I'm trying to think. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Well, it's not the Niners.
Oh, definitely not. Bears are number three, I think, and there's like two more ahead, but um, he's definitely gonna be the biggest name out of everybody.
Yeah.
No big edges. I mean, they're pretty much signed except for Daniil Hunter from the Vikings. Um, Prime candidate for the Bears again. They need an edge. They really need an edge. Bryce Huff, Chase Young, big name. Will not be going back to the 49ers. I don't think they have the money to re-sign Chase Young. Um, so
Yeah, the Niners are trying to sign Ayuk. I think that's their next target
I mean
signed. But
it seems like Bay Area teams are very sign their guys, and now they're stuck in no man's land because they can't afford anyone else. So just like at the Warriors in the same position. Um, but the Warriors also had, I think, more of a reason to sign these guys back than the 49ers do.
yeah,
Um, and also a big safety class for the last. Gardner Johnson, who was on the Lions, he was hurt a little while, but number one safety out there probably with Xavier McKinney from the Giants and Justin Simmons, who just got cut from the Broncos. I think he'd be great for a great veteran to add to the
also
team, you
got
know?
Jordan Poyer from the Bills. The Bills literally cut the whole defense. So
Yeah, the Bills are still, I believe, over the cap, and they've cut like 10 guys yesterday
yeah,
or this past week. So
they
that's tough.
restructured Von Miller's contract too. It's like, dang, it's a real struggle for some of
Yeah,
these teams
that's what
this
happens
winter.
when you I mean, I don't even know where their money's at. It's probably what Diggs and
Von
Allen,
Miller.
Von Miller. Yeah, Von and Von Miller is just
Did Josh Allen get a contract recently?
it just kicks in. I think like
Okay,
he's making like 60 million a year now or 56 million, whatever it
good for
is.
him.
Yeah, it just kicked in this past year, so or this upcoming year.
Dang.
Yeah, and then next we'll stick with some football, but we'll go NCAA. So Arch Manning pulled out. He is not going to be in the new college football EA Sports College Football 24. He's like, you know what? I don't need $600. I'm not starting anyways. So what's the point? Um,
Yeah.
Different
Well,
from what we heard the first time, where it said he is just going to focus on football. Um,
yeah.
I think it's just interesting because who cares? Like they
Well,
just take the $600 and be in the game. Like I don't understand what the big deal is that you're not starting. Like
yeah.
um,
Well, also too, Quinn Ewers, the starting QB, also opted out. So we're gonna have Bob Smith for Texas. Unbelievable,
I wonder if there's just something. Maybe they're like, hey guys.
man. The third string is gonna get some good
Well,
playing time here.
maybe it's a Texas thing where they're like telling that they're QBs. Maybe the third string won't be in it either.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they're
think.
like, hey, look, we'll give you guys $700 each. Just don't be in the
Yeah. Well, did you say that they may hold out for more money? Didn't you say that?
Yeah, but I mean, I
I
think there are
doubt
going to
it.
be some people who do it, and I think it would have been Arch Manning if anybody, because he's a big name. He's not going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I
Also
think it's just
too.
interesting because like, what do you lose and what do you gain from not being in it? Like, I don't know. I think you lose
Well,
more from not being in it than gaining anything.
yeah. Jalen Milroe, Alabama QB, not in it. Carson Beck, not in it. I mean,
Interesting.
there's some big names that aren't going to be in it. So
Yeah, it's interesting. So
unfortunate, but it's $600. You're just in a game. I don't know what's the big deal.
I think maybe
And you get a free copy.
they want their first game to be in is the NFL, Madden, but there's no guarantees, no guarantees.
Nope.
And then last but not least, MLB is coming up right around the corner. We got a new spring breakout game they're having for the MLB prospects. So it'd be fun. It'd be fun to watch if you're not familiar with the prospects and you're a big baseball fan. It's all 30 teams. They throw a team of 24 of their best prospects or whatever prospects they want to see. I guess don't necessarily have to be their best prospects, but they have a full team. They play each team twice, I believe, and then two teams play three times, something like that, just to make it even, whatever it is. I don't know. But 7 innings exhibition. It's going to be from the 14th to the 17th of March, this upcoming week, and
It's quick.
it's just a fun thing to watch because
Yeah.
baseball is probably the hardest sport for fans to get in tune with their future of players because of uh, how young they're drafted, how long it takes them to get acclimated to the league, because it's completely different from wherever they're playing before. You got guys
Yeah.
throwing 100 mile per hour sliders nowadays. Uh, it's really tough. So um,
Yeah.
it's a
Some of these prospects, I was looking on the Giants farm system that they have the projection of when they're gonna play. Like some of these guys are 2029. Like
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of young
I'm
guys.
gonna
Like
forget about these guys in a couple years.
you're gonna see some 18-year-olds out there. I
Yeah.
mean, like one of them is like Ethan Salas from the Padres, 17 years old. He was already playing spring training. He's probably gonna play in this also. Um,
Good for him.
but I think his ETA is probably next year just from how good he is.
Yeah.
But you'll see players, in that age range out there, and I think it's just fun to see these young guys progressing, see how they play, get to know them a little bit, get to see names. So in the next few years, you'll recognize them when they actually pop up. I think this is more of like a hardcore fan type thing. Um, you want to know your team's future. You want to know future stars that might be coming up. Um, I think it's a great idea though. It's just a little showcase. It's like a travel ball showcase, stuff like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. On to my headlines this week. Big news coming out of the boxing world. I don't even know if you can really call it boxing anymore, but Mike Tyson. He's gonna put the gloves on again. 58 years old. Gonna face Jake Paul, the YouTube boxer, if you don't know him, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows him. They're gonna do an exhibition match at AT&T Stadium, AT&T Stadium, Jerry Jones World, in oh god, I forgot the date. June, I think.
June 12th. I
12,
did see it.
20.
It's like between 12 and 20, one of the two.
Yes, big boxing match. A lot of people are excited to watch Mike Tyson. This is also going to be streamed on Netflix.
Yeah, that's the cool
Big,
part, I think.
and it's not going to be PPV, pay-per-view. It's going to be free, which is kind of crazy. So I'm definitely going to be tuning in. Mike Tyson, there's been videos of him sparring. He's got some speed still.
Mike Tyson's just an athletic freak. It's
Yeah,
just
it's just weird.
he's a freak.
Yeah.
Freak of
So,
nature.
a lot of people are really want Tyson to knock out Jake Paul. Jake Paul lost to Tyson Fury. That was like his last boxing match. Jake Paul is huge. I didn't realize how big he is.
I don't think
Uh,
Jake Paul faced Tyson Fury.
did he not?
Uh-uh.
Was that Logan Paul?
I don't think either of them have faced Tyson Fury. Um, KSI
Oh,
faced Tommy Fury, but they're not even part of the brothers. But I also haven't. I don't think he fought him. Tyson Fury is also 6'7", 300 something pounds. Well, it's a completely different
maybe,
weight
maybe it was
range.
Tommy Fury, right?
But he never fought Tommy. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shoot. Well,
Yeah,
I guess I misread the article then.
that's all right. That's all right.
It's
So,
fine.
I'm just letting you know.
It's fine.
Yeah,
But, it's going to be a big boxing match, probably the most watched since Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. So,
yeah. His brother Logan did face Floyd in the exhibition also. I believe there was a clause though; they couldn't knock anybody out. So I wonder if that's also going to be the case here. So they can't knock each other out. I don't know what
I don't know what's the point
they
of
haven't announced
boxing.
anything yet, but I believe there's like a just an exhibition, and then um, I don't know if it was later on they added that there was no knockouts in it. But I do remember that
Yeah, there was
something
a
like that happened like really close to the
yeah.
fight. They're like they changed glove sizes. They um, said there's not gonna be a knockout in the fight. So I
Yeah.
wonder if they'll do that for this one
Like it
too.
has to go at least 7 rounds or something to get paid. This is all about the money. Okay?
Yeah,
It's all about the
yeah,
money. I'm sure they're getting very well paid.
yeah.
So
Especially yeah, Netflix
there's no
to
way
host
Tyson
this.
just
You know,
randomly just picks up a fight, you know?
yeah, he's been out of fighting for so long. Why would he just do this for like he's
Yeah.
getting paid big bucks and to fight Jake Paul of all people? Like, who has he really fought to deserve a chance against?
Yeah.
And also what you said he's like 58 years old,
Yeah, he's gonna be 59 when the fight's
like that. And then Jake Paul's like what, like
27, I
20,
think.
yeah, 27. Like
28. Yep. That's why they want Tyson to knock him out. So I'm gonna be watching. Hopefully it's a good fight. It's
and
free.
but
You don't get a
uh
free match once in a while, you know? You gotta pay for everything now.
well, I mean you're paying for Netflix, you know, it's not really free.
Yeah.
Nothing's free, Patrick. Nothing is
Tomato,
free.
tomato.
Nothing's free. But yeah, I do know I saw you put it on, I looked it up. Lot of debates about Jake Paul and his and who he fights. He fights a lot of older people, um,
Yeah.
retired UFC fighters,
Yeah.
people with not really experience.
Nate
So
Diaz, John Jones,
he fought Nate
MMA
Robinson.
fighters that don't box.
He fought Nate Robinson,
Knocked him
five
out
nine,
first round.
yeah, 5'9", 150 pounds, whatever. Um, so yeah, we'll see. This is an actual boxer, but he's also 58 years old. He's gonna be
Yeah.
59. So like, is this really still like a fair fight? I don't know. You know, it's just, but it's also Mike Tyson, so it's
It's
weird.
Mike Tyson, one of the best boxers.
Yeah, but he's 59. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty old. It's pretty old.
Next topic. I just want to be a fair warning before I mention it. I kind of did a lot of research on this when it first broke the news, and I still don't really understand why and why this is important, but I'm going to mention it because it was kind of big news. So Dartmouth, uh, unionized.
Unionized, yeah.
Yep, joined the union together. Should have just said that.
Oh,
First school, NCAA school to do this. The basketball team has a union now. They still have to jump through all the hoops and hoop laws. They have to go to court to make it official. I guess this is just like the first step in getting this done. Uh, don't really know why they're joining a union. Uh, I guess you can say that they're going to be employees of the school, so they're going to have salary. They're going to be paid. They may get health benefits.
yeah.
Um, Other than that, like there's NIL. That's what I don't understand. Okay, so there's NIL, and I guess all these Ivy school guys, they're not really getting that much NIL because they're not too big of sport colleges, I would say. Their boosters aren't really paying for them. Um, I don't really see the benefits of it, but I still haven't found some video that dumbs it down to like what I need to yeah, need to know about this. But Noah, have you heard anything or if you can give me some
No,
insight on?
I don't know anything about it,
Yeah.
but yeah, like before NIL, there was technically no reason, I guess, to have a union because they couldn't make money anyways, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I do see how this could work because you know that they have the NBA Players Association, like the NBA Player Union, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, they make sure that players don't get screwed over, you know, contracts, whatever. Um, rules being changed. You know, you see all the time where they're fighting. Like that's why lockouts happen. You know, the union, you know, players union steps in when they don't agree with something.
Yeah.
Um, so I could see this happening, but I don't know why it's only one school. I feel
Yeah.
like there should be like yeah, this makes sense, but I feel like it should be college, but you know, for college basketball and or college sports, there should be
Yeah.
a union for each sport. Um,
Yeah.
Also to help players who don't receive NIL because not everyone receives NIL money.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a huge names like Arch Manning, who we were talking about earlier, who
Yeah.
receives NIL money, and the third string probably doesn't receive any NIL money, very little NIL money. So I'm sure that this is being made to, I guess, make it fair in some ways. I don't.
Yeah.
It's I guess it's going to be hard because of how much people are going to be making and
Yeah.
um, how people are making none. Because like they're not salaried.
Yeah.
Like not every player is. Well, I don't know. Is every player making money now? Like it doesn't matter. Like like
I guess
if
like
I walked onto a team, would I be making money?
I don't know.
I don't think they
I
do. I
don't
think
think
it's just
so.
whoever.
I know they get like I've seen on like Oregon's website that if you buy a jersey with some person's name on the back, they get like a cut of the money though. So
Yeah, but if I'm the 13th guy on the bench.
no, I don't
Are they
think you're
even
making
making the
money.
jersey? Are they even making my jersey? That's
I
the
think
difference.
yeah, I don't know. I think
I
it's
feel like that'd be a waste
definitely
of money.
it's different for every school. Um yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I
know.
guess it could help. They maybe players um make money off of merchandise from the school now. It
Yeah.
could be that way, just regular jerseys being purchased with no names, just regular Gonzaga jerseys or whatever it is. Oregon jerseys they could. Yeah, I mean I don't really know. I haven't looked into it. I didn't even know this was a thing that was happening, but um those are just
And I
my
guess
ideas.
there's
Like
like a
I don't know.
yeah, I mean if you join a union, right? You're like employees of the school, right? So if they don't like something, technically you can go on strike and not play basketball, which is someone said. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. Um,
So I don't know. I'll bring it up in a different video. I still need to. I don't know. It's a lot going on. It's a
yeah, but
lot.
like you said, they have to be considered employees, which I guess they could be now since they can get paid. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know if everyone has to be getting paid to be a part of the union. That's the only thing I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, because
I'm not good with all this law
I'm not
stuff.
educated in this, so I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, let's move quickly on to my last headline here before we get into some underdog picks. Carl Anthony Towns, there's reports that he tore his meniscus and he may be out for a month.
Crazy. Only a
There's
month.
yeah, I mean that it will probably fluctuate there. Some people say he may be back in like a week, 2 weeks. It just you just don't know how it
I
will
feel like a
heal.
month's really fast for meniscus.
Yeah,
Well, it used to be at least.
the technology nowadays with the medicine.
Yeah, yeah.
Timberwolves are leading by point 0.5 right now in the Western Conference. You got the Timberwolves, the Thunder, the Nuggets, even the Clippers. Pretty tight race, top four teams. I think the Timberwolves are going to drop a little bit here after losing Cat. There's only 20 games left in the season. I'm gonna say either Thunder or Nuggets take over the top spot and get the number one seed. What do you think, Noah?
I think the Thunder have finally kind of matured from their picks. They have a lot of young guys. I
Yeah,
do think they still need the one. I mean, they got Gordon Hayward, so they got their vet on the team now.
yeah,
I think they're going to be a team that could go pretty far away in this.
yeah,
I see them at one, and Timberwolves probably dropping the four.
yeah. Maybe three hanging on, but yeah, just
Yeah, I think Clippers could go up, but they also lost Westbrook, so I don't know. It's kind of just I don't know who's going to play better without those players.
yeah, exactly. And then we'll just take a look at the Eastern Conference. Top four teams. It's not even close, actually. I
Okay.
didn't realize how far the Celtics were from the Bucks. Dang, 7.5.
Celtics
Little
having a great year, but I can still see. I don't know. I feel like they're.
who would catch the Celtics?
Oh, I think they're finishing first. It's just I like when it comes to playoff time, Porzingis injuries, and still like that hole at the big man position is kind of like it's always been a problem with them. Every one of their teams.
Yeah,
So it'll
people
be
were
interesting
saying
in the
it's the
playoffs.
Celtics year to lose. They're just rolling teams.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking really good right now, though.
Yeah, they did drop the game against the Cavs. Unfortunate, but people were saying that the Celtics are bored. So
I mean, people are also saying Tatum is not that guy. because he missed the shot. Which I mean, I've been saying that for I don't know how long. I don't think he's the guy.
Yeah,
Years now.
yeah. But those are our headlines for this week. Let's move on to our underdog picks for NBA for tonight, Friday.
Are you pulling up or no?
It's not working.
Okay, so quick underdog picks. Um, so my first pick with Karl Anthony Towns out, Rudy Gobert steps up, and I got him getting a double double tonight. Um,
Good call.
Next, I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, higher than 30.5 points. He's a 31 point machine this year. Always gets 31, So there we go. I'll say that. And Anthony Simons, lower than 27.5 points. They're going against the Houston Rockets, who have a really good defensive team. So go under the 27.5.
Yeah, Anthony Simons, he hasn't been the guy. And it doesn't seem.
Very
Portland just
streaky.
never got going this year with the
He's been doing
scoop.
good the past few games, but very streaky.
Yes. On to my picks. I got Banchero higher than 28 and a half points plus rebounds. He's been getting pretty solid. He's getting around 22 points, add a couple rebounds. Should be easy win there. Next we got the Lakers playing the Bucks. I got Anthony Davis lower than 36 and a half points and rebounds. I mean, this guy hasn't even cracked 20 points in the last however many games. He is getting double doubles, but I don't think against the Bucks.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Yep. Tough matchup there. And then I got Jordan Poole. He's coming off the bench. He's been hot the last couple games. He only needs 19 and a half. He shoots 50 times. You might as well just make half the shots that you try, right? Basically.
Trusting Jordan Poole's kind of crazy.
Amen.
But we go.
But
This is what gambling's all about,
this
ladies and
is this
gentlemen.
is what happens if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
no.
This is it.
So I'm going higher, 19 and a half points. So
All right. There we go. That's today's picks.
cool. And
Nice.
that is today's episode brought to you by Underdog. I wish.
No, that's just a complete lie. It's not true.
Yeah, it's not true. I wish.